Oh, there's one more. Okay. So those of you in the room, let's just start finding a practice room. So close your eyes and just sit for a moment. And just be with yourself completely. Try to relax your seat. Try to relax the belly. Relax the shoulders. Relax your elbows. And just starting from the base, go through your body bit by bit and try to relax it a bit. Often we hold tension that we are not aware of. And just go through those points, relaxing the tongue, the neck, the eyeballs, the jaw. And slowly start to deepen your breath. So you breathe in all the way down to your seat, into the belly, and exhale, release. You can also exhale gently through the mouth or through the nose, using each exhalation to relax a bit. And try to make your breath really calm and long. Do not create stress. Just try to make each inhalation and each exhalation slow, steady, and about the same length. So as most of you know, I teach Vinyasa-based classes, so we will connect one breath with one movement. And by connecting breath and movement, we try to go a level deeper and still our minds. And by stilling our minds, we have more access to the deeper layers of our being, to how we feel, maybe even go a bit deeper and see our true north. So in that crazy world today, I want to focus a bit on creating our own feelings, which is a potent form of creating. I feel we are living a life where everything is decided from the outside, and this can be really hard to accept. So we practice surrender over the couple of past weeks. And today I want to practice generating your own feelings, independently of what's happening around you, independently of your spouse, your children, your boss, any decisions someone else is taking for you. So decide on how you want to feel, and then let's try to generate those feelings throughout practice. So just for yourself, maybe you have an idea how you want to feel. And just take that wish to generate that feeling as your sankalpa, your intention to that practice today. And then come back to the breath. So inhale, gently lift your pelvic floor. Inhale up your spine. Exhale, release the pelvic floor, release the lower belly. Exhale down the spine. At the very end of your exhalation, gently bring lower belly to spine. Lift the pelvic floor. Inhale. If adding that lower bandha, the mula bandha, brings stress or is not clear, then just don't do it. Then just breathe up and down the spine. That can be plenty. And behind that physical focus, keep that feeling you want to generate in mind or in heart. And just repeat a few more times, maybe 5 breaths up and down the spine. Keeping that feeling you want to generate in mind. And maybe it's easy for you to already do that, to generate a feeling of, let's say, happiness or whatever it is you chose. And maybe it's hard. And do not judge, just observe. And we will come back to this throughout class. Good. After your next exhalation, remove the block and bring it somewhere to the front of your mat. And then bring the soles of your feet together, open the knees wide. So we start slow and we add intensity in a bit, and find child's pose. Just bring the front on your mat. Bring your arms to the back. Make sure your palms facing up the ceiling and your belly has a lot of space. And have the knees wide. So I place the knees as wide as the mat. Yeah, so you really have space. It should feel comfortable and relaxing. So in child's pose, it's a pose where you're really with ourselves. So we kind of we are not influenced by the outside. Maybe just for a moment, acknowledge dance. You just with you, internal focus, eyes closed. Breathing slowly up and down the spine, connecting to that feeling you want to generate. Next time you inhale, bring your hands to the front and walk your fingers away from you so your whole spine gets long. Stay on the fingertips. And then press the sit bones towards your heels. So you're lengthening the whole spine. Now gently bring the lower belly towards your spine. So you hollow your lower belly. Inhale one more time. And exhale, walk your hands over to the right. So you get a side stretch on your left side. And gently lower your left shoulder a bit more towards the mat. So you intensify that stretch. Hollow the lower belly. Just gently start to warm the body. Inhale here. Exhale, walk the hands back to center. Inhale, walk the fingers away from you. Exhale, lower the sit bones towards the seat, towards the feet. Inhale one more time, lengthen. And exhale, walk over to the left. 3 breaths, lengthening the right side of your upper body, lowering the right shoulder closer to the floor. So we will move quite a bit today, and if you feel it's getting too much, just come to child's pose and take a rest. Inhale and exhale. Slowly walk the fingers back to center. Now bring the knees a bit in. Just, they're not so wide as the mat. Maybe they're hip width apart. Open the feet also. And now inhale, come up high on your knees. Bring your arms up. Lower belly in. Look up, look to your hands. Exhale, sit back on your heels, hands to heart, and then bring the hands forward, crawl on your belly into a cobra. Keep the elbows close to your body. Roll the shoulders up, hug the elbows in. Look up. Now push the hands away from each other. Elbows hug in. Look up. Good. Exhale, lower. Push back on your heels. So you sit on your heels, head on the floor. Child's pose. Inhale, come up. Repeating. Slow and steady. Sunflower salutes. Beautiful. Exhale, sit back. Bring your arms up to the front. Crawl forward slowly. Elbows close to the body. Press the feet into the mat. As a counter pressure, hug the elbows in. Push the hands away from each other. Look up. Don't strain the neck. Beautiful. Down. Push back one more time. Sit on your heels. Head to the floor. Child's pose. Inhale, rise. Come up. Look up. Exhale back, and don't try to think too much. It's more the flow of breath and movement. Just little things like hugging elbows in, pushing the feet into the mat, hugging the elbows close to the body. Look up, push the hands away. Exhale, back down, push back, and find a downward facing dog. Tuck the toes. First dog, about a minute. Make it dynamic. So pedal the feet, sway the hips. Even close your eyes for a moment. Generating that feeling you want to generate. And just with that feeling from within, move your dog. Doesn't matter how it looks. It doesn't matter if the alignment is 100%. Just feel the pose. And if you want to be still in the pose, that's fine too. Good. And then make this movement smaller and smaller until you're still in your dog. Still with eyes closed, bring your awareness to your hands. Really push the fingertips and knuckles into the mat. Make the thumb and index finger heavy. And then push into the mat so your arms are long and your spine is lengthening. A bit like in the child's pose before. And your sit bones move towards the back window. Now bend the knees a bit. And then activate your thighs a lot. Lift the sit bones now towards the ceiling. Hollow the lower belly. And now push the heels a bit closer towards the floor, straightening the legs a bit more. Keep the thighs active. Good. And then inhale, roll forward to plank pose. That's your distance for the dog. So your shoulders are just above your wrists. And if you look back, your heels are over your big toe mount. Strong belly. Push the floor. Keep the elbows a bit bent. Good. So the crown of the head moves forward and the heels move back. Heart is open. Good. And now bend the knees, push back. And then come up to a dog and repeat. Come forward. Just a small movement from plank. Bend the knees back. Lift the sit bones. Come up. Forward. Just a few times into the thighs, waking up the legs. On your own. And you could also change the direction. Just move a bit back and forward from plank. So we are not supposed to adjust the feet. So from plank, in the way we adjusted before, to dog is one movement. This is your distance. Good, one more time, forward to plank. Exhale, bend the knees, lift the sit bones, dog. Stay in dog, 3 breaths. Completely release the neck. So you can also bring the head a bit from side to side. Keep the shoulders away from your ears. Good, breathe. Good, and then bend your knees deeply. Look to your hands. Take a hop or walk the feet slowly or fast up to the front. Bring the big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Place your hands on your shins. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Keep the lower belly in. Exhale, forward fold. Repeat that one more time. Inhale to lengthen, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, forward fold. Let the head go so the chin goes towards your collarbone at the end of the Uttanasana. Press into the feet and then inhale, slowly find your way up. Arms reach overhead, look up. And then exhale, place your hands in front of your heart. And then find Tadasana, palms facing each other. Make sure your feet are active, so you lift that foot arch, legs are engaged, lower belly in. Beautiful. If you have the tendency to collapse, bring the palms to the front. And then close your eyes for a moment. Find the breath. Keep the focus in. Maybe come back to that feeling you want to generate. And just locate the feeling. Is it in your heart, in your belly? Feelings have their place in the body. Just try to feel where that is. And then we move through a couple of sun salutations A. One breath, one movement. So open your eyes and find a clear drishti, a clear focus point on the floor. And then on your own. Inhale, arms up, reach. Bend the knees a bit. Exhale, forward fold. Sit bones, move up. Let the head go. Chin to collarbone. Inhale, lengthen Ardha Uttanasana. Bend the knees. Place the hands. Walk or jump back. If you jump, land Chaturanga. And then lower Chaturanga or floor. You choose. Inhale to an upward facing dog or a cobra. Exhale, roll over toes. Downward facing dog. So we take 3 breaths in dog. Keep the thighs engaged. If you have straight legs, start lifting the sit bones. If you have the knees bent, then push the sit bones back to the window at the wall. The window. Good. Gently bend your elbows a bit here and try to roll your upper arms to the outside to broaden the upper back. Beautiful. Still hollow the lower belly. So the lower belly is in and up. Exhale, bend the knees, look to your hands, walk or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, reach. Right into it, exhale, forward fold. So we add a bit of momentum, a bit of speed now. Inhale to lengthen. Plant the hands, chaturanga or floor. Back bend of choice. Try not to rush your vinyasa. We will do a lot of them today. I'm in the mood. So just try to make one breath, one movement. 3 breaths in dog. And just acknowledge a bit the counterplay of movement and a break. And there is always movement in the body as long as there is breath. When ready, bend your knees, look to the front, walk or hop forward. Maybe change the foot that steps up first. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Push into the feet. Inhale, lift up. Reach. Fold. Exhale. So we'll do quite some twist work today. Inhale, lengthen. And that should support the detox process of like feelings you have within you that you don't want to feel, that you don't need anymore. Make space for new, or for that potent form of creation, generating the feeling you actually want to feel. One more inhalation in this dog. Exhale, bend the knees, look to your hands, choose how to move forward. Lengthen your spine, fold. Now listen, come into chair pose, lower your hips on the height of your knees, keep the lower belly in, bring your arms up, and then make sure you can see your toes. So we do alignment once now in the chair. Sit bones move towards the floor, so you have space in the lower back. Good. Lower belly in, arms up. If you feel stuck in your arms, having the arms up, internally rotate your arms, bring the arms to the side, bring them up, and now turn open. Maybe you can feel you can open the shoulders more. This is just aligning the bones. Good. Exhale, twist to the right. So now bring the arm on your leg, press the hands together, bring the right shoulder back, and then look to your knees. Maybe the left knee is now more forward. Bring it back, so the knees are on one line. That means the hips are not twisting, it's just the shoulders that twist. Maybe bring the right hip a bit back. And by back, I mean more towards the center. Good. Inhale to center in the chair. And exhale, twist to the left. Bring the left shoulder to the back. Maybe realign your knees. Keep the belly away from the thighs. Beautiful. Stabilize your gaze. Stabilize the breath. Inhale, find the center. And then forward fold, release, let the head go. Inhale, lengthen. Step the left foot back for a warrior one. Turn and ground the back foot. The right knee just over your ankle. Inhale, come up. Exhale, deepen. So the knee goes over your ankle or behind. It's never going over the ankle, otherwise you have too much pressure in your knee. Good. Bring the left hip forward and the right hip back and keep the belly in so you have space here. And then push to the left leg. Good. The chest moves forward. And then again, bring your arms up. If you feel stuck in the shoulders, again, internally rotate, bring the arms a bit forward. Good. Bring your arms to the side. Externally rotate and then bring the arms up. Maybe it makes sense. If you like, you can also find a back bend here in that warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, strong belly. Bring the hands back down. Turn the back foot. Step back to plank. Those of you who want to practice stronger, find a three-legged plank. And then take a vinyasa. If you want to practice less intensely, then find dog and skip the vinyasa. Good. Bring the right leg up for a three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, round the spine. Shoulders are just above your wrists. Inhale, right leg up, three-legged. Exhale, place the right foot in between your hands. And then come back to that warrior one. Just one breath. And now exhale, turn the chest to the side. Bring your arms out, palms facing down. Turn the back foot and align heel to heel. So transition, warrior one to warrior two needs a bit of adjustment. Good. Again, watch the knee. It's not going over your ankle, and you push it out. And now bring the right hip up, left hip a bit down, lower belly in, and the sit bones move down. Good. Shoulders down the back. Align the shoulders over your hips so you don't go forward. Bring the upper body back. Good. And then look over your front hand. Beautiful. Exhale here. Reverse your warrior. Right hand turns overhead. Left hand on your thigh first. Lean back. And then bring the left hand all around you and grab the inside of the leg if that's accessible, or the shirt. Or keep the hand down. That's also fine. Good. And then come back up. Straighten the front leg. Maybe keep a micro bend here. Maybe shorten the stance a bit for Trikonasana. Keep the bind. And then lean forward. Good. And then either stay here or bring the left arm over your head. So you hold sideways. This challenged a bit. Don't lean forward. Stay in one line, like you would be on a wall. Good. Keep the front knee a bit bent so you don't hang in that joint. Good. Good, and exhale, look to the front foot. Inhale up. Exhale, bring the arms out again. Keep the legs straight and then find a regular Trikonasana. Right hand to right leg or floor. Left arm up, so you can look to your front arm. Or you could also look down. In the full form, bring the sit bones under the body. Good. Beautiful. Two more breaths here. Maybe come back to that feeling you want to generate, also in a strong pose. Inhale. Exhale, turn the head to the front foot. Bring the left hand on your left hip. Bend the front knee. Maybe grab the block and then move forward into half moon pose. So right hand on block and align the wrist under the shoulder. That's crucial. And then lift the left leg into sky. The hips are still turned open. It's like warrior two. And float the left arm. Maybe dare to lift the gaze. So try to have the weight evenly distributed between right foot and left hand. So you need to bring weight to the right hand. And just challenge your balance a little bit. One more breath. Beautiful. And then slowly bend the right knee, come back. Good. And then place the hands, turn the back foot, bring the right foot back. You choose either to dog, three-legged, chaturanga or not. We meet in dog. Slow and steady. Good. Find your breath in dog. Find your trishti, your gaze point. Keep the thighs engaged. Bend the knees. Look to your hands. Walk or hop to the front of the mat. Big toes to touch. Heels slightly apart. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. And then forward fold. Release the head. Inhale, find chair pose. One breath, one movement now. Exhale, twist to the right. Just remember the alignment. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to your left. Good. Inhale, center in the chair. Maybe widen the feet a bit. And then forward fold. Second side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right foot steps back for your warrior one. Keep the feet hip width apart. Place the knee above ankle. Lift the pelvic floor to come up. Exhale, knee above ankle in the front or behind. Right hip to the front, left hip back, lower belly in. Good. Maybe intra-arm rotation first. Arms up. If you like the back bend, you can do that. Really use your back leg. It's strong. Push into the floor. Good. Try to bring the right hip a bit forward. So you kind of move the hips in a direction of being exposed both to the front. We do the opposite in a bit in the warrior two. Inhale. Exhale. Place the hands, turn the back foot. Vinyasa or not. You choose. Three-legged or not. And stay a bit with that feeling. Whenever practice gets strong or soft for that matter, turn back to your Sankalpa. Inhale, bring the left leg up. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, round the spine. Inhale, bring the left leg up. Beautiful. Exhale, place the left foot forward. And again, turning ground, come up into warrior one. Just for one breath. Inhale. And now hip awareness. You turn the whole chest open. You adjust your feet heel to heel. Shoulders down the back. Yeah, my teacher says never do that. Warrior one, then warrior two, but it helps you learn about the poses. Good. Knee out. Lift the left hip a bit, right hip a bit down, lower belly in. Shoulders down the back. That looks perfect. And then find stillness. Maybe even check your arms. Usually the back arm is a bit lower. So lift it. Slow breathing. Next inhalation, reverse your warrior. Lean back, side stretch. Maybe bring the right arm all around you. Grab the inside of the left leg. So you totally open the right shoulder to the back. Good, and exhale, come back, straightening both legs, maybe shorten the stance a bit. And then bring the right hip up, left hip is lowering, lean over the straight leg. So it's like being on a wall. You don't lean forward nor back. And then choose the depth. If you want to challenge you sideways, bring the arm overhead. It's like holding on to a giant ball. The chest is opening towards the ceiling. Don't overdo the front knee. What happened? Good. Before you come up, exhale, look to the front foot first. Press into both feet evenly. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bring your arms out, palms facing down. And now, normal Trikonasana, lean over the leg. And then choose left arm on the leg or on the floor. Right arm reaching up, sit bones under the body. Still keep a micro bend in the front knee. And when you look up, make sure the chin is close to the body so you don't compress your neck. Good. Keep the breath calm and steady, if possible. Exhale, slowly turn the head to the front. Bring the right hand on your right hip. Bend the left knee. So the knee is already over your ankle. Maybe bring the right foot closer. That makes it easier. Bring the left hand to the floor or block. Align the shoulder over your wrist. So then you're good in your alignment to start. Bring weight to the front hand and then float the right leg up. So the toes turn to the side. Like in your warrior two, your hips are open. Maybe float the right hand. Bring the right shoulder back. Or have the hand on your lower back. Once you found your balance, you can start turning the head and look towards your top hand. Press through the right heel. Crown of the head is moving forward. Come back to that feeling, or maybe just give you an inner smile. It's not so rigid. It should be fun still. Once ready, turn the head to the front. Slowly move back with the right foot. Bring the hands to the floor. Turn, step back, and then move through a vinyasa of choice or skip it. And then take 3 calm breaths in dog, or just add a child's pose whenever you feel you need a little break. And keeping the focus within. One more deep inhalation here in your dog. And exhale, bend the knees, look to your hands, walk or gently hop to the front of the mat. Again, big toes touch, heels open. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Come to chair pose. Inhale, sit bones to the floor, arms up, chest lifts. Exhale, twist to the right, keep the knees in one line. Inhale up to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale again, center. And then forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the heart. Left foot steps back. Similar, warrior one, just one breath. Come up, press into the back heel. Exhale, plant the hands, turn the back foot. Vinyasa or dog. And just stay with that feeling you want to generate. Don't think. If it gets too much, then listen. Back to dog. Bring the right leg up, inhale. Exhale, right knee, left elbow across body. Good. Inhale up, 3-legged. Exhale, do it again, right knee to right elbow, but then shoot the leg right out. So place the foot next to the mat. Yes. So preferably on the height of your hands, but if that's too much, then bring it a bit lower. Push into the hands, push to the left heel. Either here, if you want to challenge your strength a bit, find chaturanga arms. No, not today. So you choose. Press into the hands, find a clear gaze point and breathe. Using the core, stabilize the hips. Good. And then press into both feet, bring the knee to belly, 3-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, round out. Again, inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, place the right foot in between your hands, stay low. Bring the right arm up, inhale, open twist. 5 breaths. Either just have the arms straight up or lean into it, open the shoulder. If you lean into it, press to the left heel especially, so the foot is not turning. If the necks feel strained looking up, then look to your left hand. Inhale. Exhale, slowly place the right hand next to the right foot. Step the left foot to the right foot. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, find your chair. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, find center. Just slow and steady. Don't move too quickly just because you know what's coming. Inhale to center. It's a tendency we have. Maybe open the legs a bit. And then forward fold, release your head. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, bring the right foot back. One breath, warrior one. Come up, press into both feet. Use the back heel, open the heart. Nice. Exhale, bring the hands back down, turn the back foot, step the left foot back. And we meet in dog, you choose. Good, bring the left leg up, inhale. Bring knee to right elbow across body. Inhale, bring the left leg up, sorry. Exhale, do it again. Place the left foot on the outside of the right hand. In preparation for tripod, which we do later. Stay here for a moment. Breathe. Press into the hands. Keep the elbows a bit bent. And then from your deep core line, bring the knee in. Press back, 3-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, round the spine. Good. Inhale, three-legged dog. And exhale again. Place the left foot in between your hands. Stay low. Press to the right heel. Inhale, open twist. Good. If your neck is fine, you can look up. Otherwise, look to your front hand. If it feels too much, you can always lower a knee. Good. In these steady poses, try to find balance again. Balance of breath, balance of drishti, of gaze. Exhale, slowly place the left hand next to the left foot. Step the right foot forward. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, fold deeply. Use your index and middle finger to grab your big toes. Maybe widen the feet a bit, but make sure the heels are a bit more out than your toes. And then bend your elbows to the side. You can keep your knees bent a bit. Keep your thighs engaged and then lift the sit bones up towards the ceiling. Keep the shoulders away from your ears. Keep it against gravity. Keep the lower belly away from your thighs. And then just allow everything to release into that forward fold. Having the heart now higher than your mind. If you're working with a sankalpa, with a feeling you want to generate, just let that feeling move from the body, from the heart, into the mind. Stay about 3 to 5 more breaths here. If you know your lower back is vulnerable, just keep the knees bent in every forward fold. And slowly release your toes. Bring the toes back together to touch. And then find your chair pose again. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, and center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, find center. And then exhale, find Tadasana for a moment. Close your eyes. Find your breath. And open your eyes again. So we kind of fit all the pieces we are working with together to one flow. Inhale to chair. Knees apart or together. Slow and steady, twist to the right, belly away from the thighs, align your knees. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Nice. Inhale, center. Maybe open the feet a bit wider. And then dive forward, forward, forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step the left foot back and turn the foot for a warrior two. So parallel almost to the back of the mat. Align heel to heel or heel to midfoot. Align the knee over your ankle and press it out. And then with that structure, come up. Warrior two right into reverse warrior. Bring the left arm all around in a bound reverse warrior. If the bind feels like too much, then just keep the hand on your leg. And it seems to work. Good. Reach back. Inhale. Exhale. Now come forward for side angle pose. So you choose first one. Keep the arm, the right arm on your thigh. If you can, keep the bind. Good. And then move the left shoulder open. Bring the sit bones under the body. Push into that arm so you don't collapse in your shoulder. You want to move the shoulder. That's it. Move away from your ear. Good. Keep the lower belly in. And now try to move the chest a bit open towards the ceiling. Good. Don't collapse in the back foot, so keep a bit that arch lifted. Good. And then exhale, look to the front, maybe grab the block, depends a bit on how open your hips are. So either place the right hand on the block, work on pressing the knee back with your arm, turn, or if you like, you grab your hand and go for a full bind. You choose. 5 breaths, your variation. Good. It's a hip opener, strong one. Exhale, look to the front. Maybe remove the block, slowly place your hand, turn the back foot. We meet in dog, you know your options. And keep that breathing cadence, slow and steady, no rush. So now the strongest part of this sequence, you need your core. And core is always a bit willpower. So maybe we also need that to generate those feelings. So follow me, inhale, right leg up. Just scared everyone. Exhale, right knee to left elbow, cross body. We've been here before. Good. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, do it again and shoot that right foot next to the left hand. So now bring the right hand to center of mat. Good. Press into the right hand, the right foot. Turn the left foot on the inside. Lift the hips, open up, tripod exalted. Few breaths. Good. This is amazing. Everyone can do everything tonight. Good. Really bring the left hand open so the left shoulder gets some freedom. Lift the hips. One more inhale. And now those who want to, exhale, bring the left hand down. And then turn all the way on the left foot for a side plank on the left side. Right arm up. Those of you crazy to do more, lift the right leg. Otherwise, keep it. Or you place the right foot in front of you for a supported variation. Side body strength again. And bring the right arm overhead. And then slowly turn back. All fours. And then back to dog. Bring the right leg up. And place the right foot in between your hands. Turn and ground the back foot. And keep the hands on fingertips. Move the right hip back and start straightening the right leg for pyramid pose. And then round the spine. Just drop over that leg. You can also keep the leg bent, but keep the thigh muscle active. Right hip moves back, left hip a bit forward, shoulders away from your ears, and keep the belly away from the legs. Good. 5 breaths. Pyramid pose. It's a beautiful counter pose to all the action you did before. Just kind of surrender into the pose, release. Good. And then straighten the back a bit. Place the left hand. If you're new to twisted triangle, place the left hand on the block on the inside of the right foot. If you practice this often, place the hand on the outside of the foot. It's just a deeper twist. You can also play around and see what works. Again, shoulder just over the wrist, like in the half moon. Place the right hand on your right hip. Move the right hip back and then twist open to the left. Use your legs, both legs strong, push into the feet. If you like, float the right arm. But you can also have the hand on your lower back or with the hip. 3 breaths. Super strong twist. Inhale. Exhale, look to the front, bend the knee. And I bring the left knee next to the right foot and sit back for a twist. If you cannot feel your sit bones here, then sit on a block or straighten the left leg here. Otherwise, adjust so you can feel the sit bones Anchor the right foot. And then inhale, lift the left arm. Bring the lower belly in and then twist over to the right. Right shoulder to the back. Press into the knee a bit to twist a bit deeper. The right hand is not weight bearing. So you want to be able to have a straight spine without leaning on something. Good. Don't let the right big toe float. Tuck, 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 tuck. All the toes, good. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. So everything above your navel is twisting a bit to the back. One more inhalation. And exhale, come into a gentle counter twist. So all the way to the other side, briefly. If there's a block in the way, bring it again to the front. Good. And then bring the hands to the front. Bring the weight to the front. Let the legs be crossed and find a cross-legged forward fold. So this is your IT band on the outside that you were also working with in the twisted triangle. Just a few breaths here. And engage the belly, push into the feet, slowly come up. Reach your arms. And then undo the legs, hands to heart. Good, come to the front of the mat again. So there is a second side for all of this. And then we will cool the practice a bit. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale to center, maybe open the feet a bit. And then forward fold, let go. Lengthen, inhale. And then step the right leg back for a warrior two position. Align the knee and then come all the way up into a reverse warrior. If you like, find the bind, lean back, open the whole left side. Keep the neck long here. So the chin is always close to your chest, the collarbones. Good. One more inhalation here. On an exhale, slowly find your first position of side angle pose. Left arm on the left side. So push into the leg so you don't hang in your lower, in your shoulder. Good. Bring the right shoulder to the back. Keep the belly in. Bring the sit bones under the body. Don't collapse in your feet. Keep the neck long. 3 steady breaths. Good. And then first turn the head to the front foot. Check that the knee doesn't go to the inside to protect your knee. Good. And then choose or do the same that you did before. So either place the left hand on the floor or on the block on the inside. Open the hips. Keep the bind. Maybe you want to float the right arm or you want to go into the bound variation. So choose. Good, but in all forms, it's a twist. So everything above the belly button, also here, twists open towards the ceiling. Good, one more inhalation. And exhale, slowly turn back down, float through a vinyasa or find dog pose. Okay, let's do this. Inhale, bring the left leg up. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, shoulders above your wrists, from your core. Move back into a 3-legged. And then repeating, shooting that left foot just over your mat. Good. And I place the left hand in the middle, in the center of the mat. Turn on the right foot and then lift the hips. So press down into everything that's earth. Lift the hips, open the shoulder. Good. 2 more. Inhale. And if you like, exhale, slowly turn all the way around to a side plank on the right side. 3 breaths, lifting the hips. And then bring the left arm overhead and slowly turn back to plank. And then to a dog, skip the vinyasa. Strong part is over. Bring the left leg up, inhale. And exhale in your way. Place the left foot in between your hands for pyramid pose. Turn and ground the right foot. Come up on your fingertips. And then maybe keep the left knee bent or straight, but move the left hip back and the right hip a bit forward, like in the warrior one. Lower belly in and then really roll over the leg. So finding a compression. The front is moving towards your knee. So your thyroid, the Schilddrüse, is compressed here. Lower belly away from the thigh. And just kind of release into this position. Don't let the shoulders collapse to the ears though. And then last deep twist. Place the right hand either on the inside or outside of the left foot, on a block or not. Bring the left hand to the hip first. Bring the hip to the back. Twist to the left. Bring the left arm up maybe. Keep the chin close to the body or keep the hand on your lower back. Try to lengthen the spine, lower belly away from the leg. Beautiful. 2 more breaths. Twist the triangle. And then with an exhalation, look to the front foot and bring the right knee just behind the left heel, sitting back for Ardha Matsyendrasana. Placing the sit bones. Maybe this side is different and you need a block. That's okay. Awareness of your left big toe. And then right arm up. And try to twist from your core over to the left. Maybe use your arm for a bit of traction, but don't bring weight onto the left hand. Move the left shoulder a bit to the back. And then work with the breath. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Good. And let the breath calm down. Next time you exhale, turn over to the right into a counter twist. And then bring the hands to the front, bring weight to your hands. Bring the legs in a cross-legged position. And then fold. IT band on the right side. And then press into the feet and slowly find your way up. And then undo the legs. Reach over your head. Good. Come to the front of the mat. Hands to heart. Tadasana. Close your eyes. And then just allow for a break here. Feel the body, the breath. If you're working with an intention, then come back to that intention. Maybe see what changed. Someone said once, knowing how you want to feel is the most potent form of clarity. I kind of like that. And reopen your eyes. We do a balancing pose. So find your Trishti again. So those of you who want to do an arm balance, they can do it here. Otherwise, we do it as a simple balance pose. So bring the weight a bit to the left foot. Bring your hands to your hips. So in balancing, when the hips are aligned properly, it's much easier to balance because then the whole body is more centered. So Make sure the hip bones stay at the same height and they stay on one line. So bring the right knee up, and then maybe you can feel that the hips start to tilt. So bring the right hip a bit down and then place the right foot just over your left knee. We do eagle prep. And bring the hands now in front of the heart. And then maybe go a bit deeper. So this is a hip opener. You reach to the heart forward so the back stays long. And now here we have options. Either stay here for 5 breaths, about, or you do it as a twist. Bring the right elbow onto the left, that little crease on your right foot, and twist. Or you do flying pigeon, those of you. I'm not going to teach it today, so if you want to do it, you know you can place the hands and bring the left foot to the back. Now let's maybe try the twist. So what's important with balancing is that you have a stable gaze point, a stable breath, and keep the lower belly in and up. Good, and then slowly bring the hands back to the heart. Come up and release the foot. Release your hands. Good. It's gonna work. Things have changed. You can always give love to your standing leg, by the way. Don't need my permission. Good, and then first find your center. And by center, I always mean a clear focus point, a stable breath, and a slight lift here in the lower belly, the Mula Bandha, the physical Mula Bandha. Once you're ready for the second side, move the hips a bit over to the right. So the hips are already aligned over your right foot. Maybe bring the hands on your hips to remind you to keep the hips stable. And then place the left foot over your right knee. Hands in front of your heart, and maybe bend the right knee a bit more. Keep the heart forward, the spine straight. And then just go as deep as it feels beneficial to you. If you like to try the twist, you can do that. Once you feel even on both sides, you take the same amount of awareness to come back out of the pose. Good. And maybe again, just shake the leg a bit. And then open your feet about mat width. Turn the toes in and the heels out for a mini Prasarita. Keep the legs engaged. Inhale, bring your arms up. Bend the knees a bit and then just drop forward into a fold. So feel the sit bones move up. Keep the thighs engaged. The hands can be on the mat or you can just let them hang. Keep the shoulders down the back. If you feel it's nicer to open the feet wider, you can do that. And just gently hang there for a moment, completely releasing. No weight in your spine. And maybe again, just feel the heart being higher than your head. This is also an inversion. Good. Inhale, half lift, look forward. And then exhale, step back to your downward facing dog. And then gently ripple forward to plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way to the floor. And then widen your hands and come on fingertips. Press the feet into the mat, the pubic bone. Roll the shoulders back and up and come up into a cobra pose with wide arms. Go bring the shoulders down, the back, lower belly in. And exhale, roll back down. I'm just repeating that one more time. Inhale, gently roll up. And exhale, roll back down. Place the hands underneath your shoulders and then press back into a downward facing dog. So bring the right leg up, inhale, and do a little pigeon sequence. Exhale, bend the knee, turn the hips open. And then bend the left knee a lot and drop over. Bring the right foot behind you, straighten the left leg. Lift the hips for wild thing. Just a breath or two. And then exhale, turn back and bring the right knee next to the right wrist, straightening the left leg into pigeon. Make sure the left leg is parallel to the outside of the mat. It doesn't go out, which it often does. And bring the right knee out a lot. So I have it almost wider than the mat. Keep the foot close to the body for this one. Hands in front, and then align the whole upper body to the front. Press into the back foot. Keep the lower belly in. And then from here, slowly come forward, either on your underarms, or you come all the way, placing the front on your hands. And then just release. Let the belly relax. And then maybe you need to bring the left hip a bit closer to the floor, so both hip bones have about the same distance from the floor. Let's take about 3 slow, deep breaths here. Just releasing into the outer hips. Did quite a lot of hip opener and hip strengthener. Let's just take one more breath. It's nice here. And when you're ready, slowly come back out of it. Bring the hands back. And then align again the shoulders just above the wrists. Tuck the back toes first and then straighten the legs. So you have a stretch here in your hip flexor. Bring the lower belly in. And then bring weight onto your hands to bring the right knee into chest, back to that three-legged, and back to the three-legged with a twist. It could feel nice now, opening the hips just for a breath or so as a counter pose, and then exhale back to your downward facing dog. And then bring the left leg up, inhale. Exhale, three-legged dog with a twist. And from here, bend the right knee deeply, and then just let the left foot land behind you, straightening the right leg, lift the hips, left arm over your head. It's for rock star, a wild thing, whatever you like better. And when ready, slowly turn back, placing the left knee on the outside of the left wrist. Straightening the right leg, align the leg with the outside of the mat. Bring the foot close to the body. It's just easier for your knee and the knee to the outside. Good, there is enough hip opener anyway. Shoulders down the back, lower belly in. And then just enjoy like crawling into a hot bath, coming forward into that pigeon. Could also be nice to place the head on a block. Gives you a neck release. And just come down. Maybe change the hand that's on top, just to practice a bit into the non-dominant side. Maybe lower the right hip a bit closer to the floor. I could feel that intensifies the stretch on the left side. Release your belly. Take 3 breaths. And then once you feel even, you come back on your hands first. Allow the shoulders to be just above your wrists, tuck the back toes, and then push to the right heel. Strong belly to do that. Push into the hands and then move back in a three-legged dog with a twist if that feels good for you. And then come back to a dog and lower your knees on the mat. If your knees allow, sit on your heels for a moment. And then just come into Virasana. You can use the block. So depending on your knees, you sit in between the heels and the feet are really close to the body. If you need to open the knees a lot for that, then sit on the block and just takes the pressure out of the knees. If you know you can do that, yes, this is also a good thing to do to bring the calves away. And the knees don't need to be together. It's like your femur bone just needs to go straight into the hip socket. Good. So either stay here, close your eyes, or if you know you have the range, you come down on your elbows. From here, lift the hips and bring the sit bones a bit forward. If that's still fine, you can come all the way in. So and take 5 breaths into the full version, or you stay somewhere in between. 3 to 5 breaths. If you feel it's too much pressure on your knees, you stay seated. And just keep breathing up and down the spine. Maybe coming back to those feelings you want to generate. And then slowly come back out of that. And then you bring the hands to the front, lift the seat, maybe remove the blocks. Now bring the feet together. We go back to where we started initially. Open the knees, bring the head to the mat, and as a counterform, find child's pose. In child's pose again, relax the belly. Close your eyes. And then from here, slowly come back out. And then turn around and lie on your backs. And go right into Shavasana. And just feel for a moment how your body feels. Should feel even if there is any pose your body is craving before full relaxation, then please add that pose. We're going to dim the lights now. And give you a nice 4 or 5 minutes Shavasana. If you're at home and you want to stay longer in the Shavasana, then please do. I will just leave you today in the Shavasana, in stillness, and I will play the gong here. And once you hear that sound for yourself, you come out and we will meet in a comfortable seat. So we end where we started. Just slowly find back from Shavasana to a seat again. And just for the last few moments, keep your eyes closed. Place your hands in front of your heart center in Anjali Mudra. And slightly bow the head to your hands. And then one last time, come back to those feelings you intended to generate. The quote again, one of my favorite quotes, knowing how you want to feel is the most potent form of clarity you can have. Feelings or generating those feelings is the most powerful thing you can do with your life. Thank you so much for practicing. Namaste. Thank you guys in here. Thank you so much for practicing from home. So nice to have you. So as you might have heard, we might have to close the studio from 7 p.m. on next week. So there won't be any later classes. So we are now planning a good schedule for you guys. And my question to you is, would you rather have classes to 60 minutes from 6 to 7? Or does it make more sense to start 5:45 to 7? Because 7, it's done. We have to close. So if you have any thoughts on that, then let me know. It would help us. So we can plan. Just let me know. If it's both, we do both. So we might just alternate. But I'm not sure if 5:45 is too early for some people with work. For me, it would be good. Yeah. Because 60 minutes is so short, you can't do so much. Even this, so 5:45 would work for. Okay, because I really want you to use your advanced calendar, and since you're limited, it's a bit a struggle. So, but maybe we plan that. So we would have every evening one class. Sunday we cannot offer classes anymore if that comes on Friday, but we might add some online classes then later in the evening as well, and on Sunday. Okay, let's hope it's not coming, but we need to be prepared. So thank you so much. We kindly ask you to clean the mats. We have a class coming up. Do you know how many people we have? 7. Okay, so you can leave the mats and Olga and I will take care of that. You can also leave the blocks. We help you clean.
Sorry, aber den Zug vorne platziert. Genau, der Wechsel, der Gruppe, da bin ich jetzt